councils of ministers holds an important position in parliamentary form of government because they are not just representing any of the ministry, they are also representing the community and the region they belongs to. Any one of their decisions can lead to the nation to the developmental path, and any negative decision can bring catastrophe to the nation. Hello and welcome to the in-news series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Modi 3.0 and the distribution of portfolios of the cabinet. And this session is important for GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss top 4 ministries, then we are also going to discuss women ministers and also social profiles of different ministers, and after that we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So yesterday, the most awaited decision has come that who has given which kind of portfolios, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi had distributed portfolios among its councils of ministers and cabinet ministers, and this time we have 70 councils of ministers including Prime Minister 71. The total strength is 71, and among 70, 30 leaders are appointed as cabinet ministers. So this is the news we are going to cover up in today's session. Coming to the 4 important ministries, that 4 important big ministries held by whom and which political parties. So we have 4 important ministries. The one is Home, Defense, Finance and External Affairs, and they are also part of Cabinet Committee on Security. And what is CCS? So CCA is a group of ministries and ministers including Prime Minister which takes decision on the national security and national integration. So who are the part of the CCAs and who are holding the big important ministries? So Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Nirmala Sitharaman and S. Jaishankar. So S. Jaishankar has been given Ministry of External Affairs, Nirmala Sitharaman as Finance Minister, Amit Shah as Home Minister and Rajnath Singh as Defense Minister. So there is a repetition in all these ministries, and these were already existing and these people had retained their ministries. So this is the top patch. So this is the top 4 portfolios which has been held by the ruling political parties BJP. Then we come to the next one. Next one is about women ministers. So this is very much important, that how many women ministers are appointed as a council of ministers. So we have 7 ministers who took oath as a council of ministers, and among 7, 2 held the cabinet minister position. So this is not a very satisfactory when it comes to the women representation and women's population as a whole, because women consist around 50% of the population of this country. And if their representation is just 7 to the parliament, then it's a matter of big question and also a matter to worry about. Here we come to that who are the 7 women who has been appointed as a council of ministers. So the first is Nirmala Sitharaman, second is Apna Dal MP Anupriya Patel and BJP MPs Shobha Kardanjle, Nimuben Bambhania, Raksha Khadse, Savitri Thakur and Annapurna Devi. Annapurna Devi is also part of the cabinet minister who is holding the position of Minister of Women and Child Development. So Nirmala Sitharaman and Annapurna Devi are the cabinet ministers also, who are the list of the 30 ministers of cabinet ministers. Coming to the social profiles of ministers. This is very much important, that what would be the social profiles of ministers and how many ministers have been appointed from the marginalized section, women community, minority community, because India is a democratic country which has a diverse population, and here it is not just Hindu population, Muslim population. We are the mix of different religions, different caste and gender also. So that's why their representation is very much important. So this time you already know that we have this coalition government. So this time the councils of ministers also consist various ministers from the other political parties, just like JDU, Apna Dal, Hum, and also the Chirag Paswan's party. So that's why this is very much important, that which ministry is held by whom. So when you come to that, what it represents, so it represents 24 states across the country. It means that Those 70 ministers are hailing from the 24 states of the country. And then we come to the OBC representation, then number is 27. 15 are from the SC/STs community. It means that 10 is SCs and 5 are STs. And when it comes to the minority community, so 5 ministers are from the minority community. When it comes to the Muslim representation, so this time we don't have any Muslim representation in the parliament. In the parliament, we have Muslim representation, but not in the councils of ministers. And we have 11 ministers belong to the NDA allies. So as I already have told you that this is a coalition government, so many ministers will also be appointed from the other political parties, and 43 of them, so out of 70, 43 of them had already served as a minister of parliament. So we have a bunch of experienced ministers who are appointed as a councils of ministers. So this is the social portfolios and profiles of the ministers. So this is very much important. When it comes to the percentage wise representation, so we have 543 members, total member of the Lok Sabha. And when we are talking about the representation from the marginalized section, so it is almost 50. It means that around 10% from the marginalized sections are appointed as a councils of minister. When we talk about the women representations, so only 7 women are appointed as a minister. So women representation is less than even 10%. So this is also a matter of discussion and debate that why women representation is so low, and also the representation of marginalized section who consist almost 80% of this population, but they are represented only 10% in the parliament. Well, we don't have to do much with this section, but you should know that who are represented whom and how many communities are representing the councils of ministers, because it shows the diversity of the nation. It also shows that what kind of preferences and treatment given to the marginalized community of this country. So coming to the question part, the question is, at present, how many women are part of the council of ministers? So here you have to be very careful. Here they are asking the councils of ministers. They are not asking the cabinet minister. So you should not confuse councils of ministers with the cabinet ministers. In cabinet minister, we have 2. Now you have to find out that how many women are part of the councils of ministers, and your options are 10, 8, 7, 4. So you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.